The ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan is hanging by a thread as Pakistani forces once again resorted to unprovoked firing across the line of control for the seventh consecutive night on Wednesday. Indian Army positions near Kupwara, Uri, and Akhnoor in Jammu and Kashmir came under fire. Officials confirmed that the Indian Army responded swiftly but in a calibrated and restrained manner to avoid further escalation. This latest violation comes just a day after India delivered a stern warning to Pakistan over the repeated ceasefire breaches along the LoC, particularly in the wake of the deadly 2nd of April terror attack in Pahalgam that left 26 people dead. The tension between the two neighbors has been mounting ever since. On Tuesday, the Director Generals of Military Operations, those are the DGMOs of both countries, held a scheduled hotline conversation. While these weekly calls are routine, sources in India's defense establishment noted that this particular conversation carried an unusually strong message. The Indian side condemned the continuing ceasefire violations and warned Pakistan's military against further provocation. What started as cross-LoC firing has now spilled over to the international border. On Tuesday night, Pakistani forces marked fire in the Parkwal sector of Jammu, marking a sharp escalation of hostilities. The border security force responded immediately and additional troops were deployed to the area as a precaution. Local army units briefed the Indian DGMO about the situation on the ground, providing updates on the violations and troop movements. The escalation has raised alarms, particularly as the Pakistan military remains on high alert following India's vow to track down the perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack. However, the latest round of firing indicates how fragile that peace now is. Since the Pahalgam attack last week, ceasefire violations have been reported almost every day for the last 7 days. On the 23rd of April, Pakistan opened fire at Tatapani and Mendhar sectors of Poonch district. Similarly, firing was reported across multiple locations on the interim night of the 25th and 26th of April along the LoC in both the valley and Jammu. The next day, that's on the 27th of April, ceasefire breaches in Tutmar Gali and Rampur sectors were reported. Pakistani troops again gathered positions in Poonch and Kupwara on the 28th of April. Shelling hit the Chenab post in Parkwal sector of Akhnoor along the international border on 29th of April. Next up, Pakistani fire targeted Indian positions in Baramulla, Kupwara and once again in the Parkwal sector yesterday. As the cross-border tensions intensify, the fear of a wider escalation looms large, with both militaries on alert and communication lines strained. The region's fragile calm could be tested further in days ahead.